Hi, it's July 5th, Monday, and I hope everyone had a wonderful 4th of July weekend, whatever you were doing and however you decided to celebrate. So, I'm going to do the weekly read for July 5th through July 11th. We have a new moon in the sign of Cancer coming up on July 9th. And I like new moons because new moons start a new cycle. It's a reminder that life goes on and that you can always start over with a new outlook with new goals. And it's just like they say, trust in the magic of new beginnings. So, my holiday was really nice, and I want to do a nice collective read for this week, for the week of July 5th through July 11th. So, I'm going to be using the thru deck and the Energy Oracle again. Used that one last week. Before I even shuffle, the energy for this week so far, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit card and we have the Door to Spirit. And I like both of these cards because they actually are in sync. Because the Hermit talks about meditation, it talks about reflection, it talks about spending time alone with this. You see the crow holding a lantern. I look at it as spending time alone, reflecting on the light within, the light that comes from source, the light that is our spirit, that's eternal, the light that never ever goes out. It's always there. And the door to spirit is the same thing. Open the door to your spirit, to connecting with the source of all things that are wise, all things that are loving, and all things that are of light and good. Light and good does not always mean that you don't get angry, that you don't get tired, that you don't get frustrated, or even lose hope or get disappointed or have down days. Light means that in spite of those things, you never forget that there's a higher purpose for things, and you never lose the gratitude or the lessons. So let's see what the energy advice is for us for this week. So I'm asking Spirit, Holy Spirit, guides, ancestors, please give us advice for the collective for this week, July 5th through July 11th. And we're going to shuffle with the crow tarot first and see what the advice is going to be for us for this week. So let's just give it a quick go and see. I always do 7 times. Some people do 3. I do 7. Please give us advice. Please help us with our read for this week, with advice for this week. This deck is still so new, so some of the cards are still actually sticking together. I don't let things flip out, and I also am not a reverse read person. So I'll tell you why in a minute. But I'm a bit of a control freak anyway, so that's a part of it. All right, so I'm going to pull the top card. So we have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is the energy for this week. Okay, and then let's pull the energy oracle cards and see. The reason why I don't do reversals is I'll tell you about the reverse energy for the card, okay? If you're feeling that reverse energy, know that you have the power to turn that around. You can change your mindset. You can go for a walk, take a nap. You can pray, and you can choose to have a different mindset and flip that energy back around to what it needs to be, okay? Because I am a huge advocate and believer in empowerment. It's important to not ever lose sight of the power that you have within you that was given to us by source, by God. It is our right. It is our destiny. Our will and our power belongs to us. And you have the power to either give it away or use it. But it is up to you to do that. Now, you can choose to stay in energy that is, limiting, or you can choose to continue to grow. You can choose to flip the energy around to where it needs to be to help you on your journey. But that's completely up to you. That's your lesson. And that's each of our lessons. We all have to learn those lessons. And I'm still learning those lessons. I'm not completely there. I'm better than I was 25 years ago, but I'm not completely there. And I'm going to continue to grow. But I am committed to my own growth, and I'm encouraging you to do the same. So the energy from the oracle is action. Take action. So the Four of Cups. Let me see if I can do a quick reminder of the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is about, it has a lot to do with detachment and being bored, right? Kind of numb. Okay. So if you look at the crow, right? He has a cup that's being offered. Look, it's floating in the clouds. It's almost like a gift from the heavens, from God, coming to this crow. Now, cups have to do with emotional fulfillment. They have to do with feelings and emotions, things that are related to water, right? So intuition, spiritual things, a lot of those fall into the realm of the cups, right? Just to give you a little tarot background, right? He has 3, okay? And 3 is a very holy number. 3 is holy in any sense. In the Christian Judeo, it's the Holy Trinity. In Wicca, it's the Mother, the Maiden, and the Crone. 3 is holy in no matter what aspect you look at it, right? And then he's being offered a 4th cup. So he's really getting extra, but he's not interested. You see, he's kind of looking away. And that's kind of the energy of the 4 of Cups. Where are you? Where are we as a collective feeling kind of bored and just kind of like not excited about things, not having passion about things? So it's kind of like a form of discontentment, like, So the advice for this is to look for things that bring you passion, right? And this is the second advice, is where we can take action, right? So what does it mean to take action, right? Sometimes you're like, well, what do I do? Like, how do I take action? Well, the first step is just taking action. Sometimes it's as simple as going for a walk, just getting up and saying, I'm going to go for a quick walk around the block, or I'm just going to go walk to the car, or I'm just going to go for a short drive. I'm going to drive to the beach, and, I'm going to just drive somewhere just to take action. Or if you've been sitting and not happy with your life, and you're sitting on ideas that you've been thinking about and overthinking about and doubting yourself about, take action about it. Do something about it. Start looking up information. Start looking up resources. Take the class. If it's artwork, just do the artwork. Don't doubt yourself. Don't second guess yourself. If it's something that is you would want to try a recipe, it could be a relationship. Sign up with a dating site. Go out someplace, ask a friend if they know anyone who's single. Taking action could be as simple as a walk around the block or a phone call that needs to be made. Is it a discussion that needs to be had, with a family member or a friend? Go ahead and make the call. Is it you're waiting for a job? Go ahead and call them. Ask them where they're at on the hiring process. Is it someone that you're thinking about? Take action. Text them. Call them. Say something that needs to be said. Or take action to change your mindset, to get out of whatever you were thinking about and move forward some kind of way. Journal, paint, pray, go for a walk, exercise, do affirmations, write a gratitude list, write a short story, call a friend, film a video, do something creative. There's a million things to take action on. You don't just have to sit and be bored. One thing I've always said, even since I was younger, is I don't believe in boredom. There's no such thing as boredom because there's so many things to do. There's so many options. The possibilities are always infinite. And when you have a mindset like that, that's a success mindset. You're not limiting yourself, you're not limiting God, the universe, and you're not limiting the world. We live in a gigantic world. There are over 7 billion people in the world. 7 billion people in the world. There are so many possibilities for things. And think about that. When you're sitting and reflecting, if you're in hermit mode, where you are meditating and you're thinking about life and you're thinking about whatever it is that you're reflecting on, don't forget to reflect on the fact that life is big. There are so many options. There are so many choices available to you. As long as you remain open to the understanding of that, and look under the bottom of the deck for the energy cards is the door to personal healing and happiness. Look at that. That's a beautiful door. I love the artwork on this, right? Open the door to your personal healing and happiness by knowing that you do have the power. Things are not hopeless. I had last week's read, we got the 10 of Swords, and I had a 10 of Swords moment last week myself, just to give you a little personal detail. And I had to flip it around. Number one, it was my fault, and I needed to be accountable for the part that I played in my own issues that I created. Okay. It was something that I had been irresponsible about and I needed to deal with. And I needed to deal with the disappointment in my choices. Okay. But at the same time, I'm not going to doubt myself or tear myself down because I still am doing an amazing job. You see what I'm saying? So you have to be balanced with understanding and being accountable, but at the same time, knowing that you are valuable and that this is a lesson. And what is the lesson is in it? Because the great thing about God and the universe and life is you will get the lesson again until you learn it. And then you're like, man, I thought I learned this lesson. Well, I guess you didn't, and sometimes lessons take a long time to learn. Some of them, you get them right away and you're like, I'm never doing that again. That's not happening again. But then some things it's like, man, I'm still doing this. And there's a million different reasons why. The whole point is to stay focused and keep growing, keep getting better. So I'm wishing you growth, healing, love, and success. Staying focused. Continue to open the door to healing and transformation. Continue to meditate, continue to grow. And don't take things for granted because you're feeling bored or disenchanted. Maybe you're feeling numb inside. Find your passion. Find something that excites you this week. Something that makes you feel like, this is great. I'm enjoying this. I feel good to be alive. And take action to do it. So, ashe to all. Thank you so much. If you like the content and you haven't subscribed, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. And also, please make sure you check out my website. Go ahead and, quickly check it out. Some of my products, some of my, if you want to place an order, everything is right there on the site. I am working on starting to do an astrology personal read. Like I want to call it a Know Thyself package that I want to offer, where I will do your astrology chart along with some affirmations and some crystals and send it, like as a nice box set. You can do it as a gift for a loved one. So I'm working on that. I am also a Reiki practitioner. So please make sure you follow me on Instagram. It's at Allison's Cookie, ALLISONS Cookie without an S on the end. Hope and Cookies is the name of my company. And my website is www.hopeandcookies.com. So thank you so much. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, the bell notification. Love to all. Ashe.